Hi guys. Alright, I just wanted to do a quick one on Lilith and Medusa because last night, well, yesterday actually, I had written a post on Facebook saying I think Lilith and Medusa are kind of like one and the same. Not saying exactly that I think it's the same person, but they do seem so similar. And I decided to maybe try and start working with Lilith. Before I even really dipped my toe too deep into it, I had a dream last night about her. She came to me and she was beautiful. She was beautiful and she just gave me this strength. Like the Morgan, I worked with the Morgan and she gave me strength. And she just was like, girl, you got this, like, making me really feel. And as a witch, I guess, and when you do have psychic ability, which you do too, we all do. Some of us just have it more than others, and some of us you can tap into that, okay? So basically, and that's what I did. I tapped more into it, but I am a water sign. So I do believe strongly that water signs got it a little more. Not every water sign, no. But it's just a little easier, I think. But anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It takes time, though. It doesn't happen overnight. I was a little surprised even to have that dream. I had been thinking about her a little bit, but then I stopped thinking about her. And when I tried to stop thinking about her, I couldn't. But I thought about her less, I guess I could say. But anyways, I think she's a very, very strong goddess. People, oh, she's a demon. You have to think the men in this world, that's what they did. They labeled, just like they did to us witches, they labeled people as evil, baby killer, vampire, this and that, like. And as a witch, you just kind of get that feeling and you know it, whether you're clairsentient, clairvoyant, and I have a little of both. And I could almost, I was watching a video and listening and having a thought in my head, and then all of a sudden I just kind of almost heard, but really saw in my head not that's bullshit, but almost like that's bullshit. I could feel it. Like I could feel the energy of that's bullshit, that's not true. And I could just totally feel, I'm like, this ain't true. It's like something was telling me this is not true. I don't think all the stories that we're told are true. Like the story of Medusa, the jealousy and all that, I think that's true. And her being raped, that's a very good possibility. We'll never know what actually happened. Not everyone believes that she was real. But if you do believe she was real, or you just want to look at her as a goddess to gain strength from, it helps. Whether it's a psychological level or whether it's, and you really, really believe in it. And speaking of Medusa, I have a tattoo that I've had for years of Medusa as a beautiful, beautiful being with snakes for hair. I always liked snakes. I've always loved crows. The Morrigan, so this just, I've always felt a calling to Lilith, the Morrigan, and Medusa. And Lilith also has a lot of snakes, serpent type things. So it's, even since I was a kid, I've always felt very, very strongly about that. Now, if you're beginning and you want to kind of work with them, just call upon them, but know what you're doing. Set your intention, just like with magic. Set your intention, know who you want to work with, know about them, read about them. Watch videos on their story, really get to know who you're working with before you work with them. And then get yourself in a meditative state. Okay? And if this video helps you, please like and subscribe, because this is just to help really beginner witches. And if your witch has been doing this a long time, hey, maybe you can gain insight from it, or just to kind of help me out. You know what I mean? This isn't, because I will do other videos, but this is we're all a group, we're all a family. You know what I mean? The lovely, may I say, Tequila, the lovely lady brave dancer, who also works with Medusa. I love you if you see this. Shout out to her. She has supported me on my other channel that I don't use anymore, but I use my tarot channel, Baby Moon Tarot, Raven Moon Tarot. But I don't use Raven the Eclectic or Raven Erasure. Raven Erasure is more jokes and all that, and I'm going to erase that one as soon as I figure out how. I'm bad with technology. But this is really just to help witches that are kind of just start and don't know what to do, need answers. I need this to kind of help people, because I always find myself helping people, and then I'm like, let me just make a channel, and they can get the information they need. That's all I care about. All right, so you want to really just focus. The more you focus in on that, I don't want to say individual, on that goddess or whatever viewpoint you have, the more you focus in and really think about them during ritual. Get yourself in the mood if it helps. If putting on a little music, there's even music dedicated to Lilith, music dedicated to Medusa, I believe. There's specific music. Light some incense. There are also online, Lucky Mojo talks about snakeskin oils, and if you have a pet snake, different things you can put out for Medusa. If you want to work with Medusa, that would just kind of help, you know what I mean? Make maybe a snakeskin oil over a candle if you want to do a prayer to her, something to kind of invoke her, have her come to you. You're not going to see her in form. I mean, you might if you're lucky, but you'll get like this feeling over you that she's there with you. It'll happen, or you'll have a dream, or something will happen. Trust me, it'll happen more and more the more you do it. So just don't, feel bad. Just think of her as kind of like she's there with you and she's helping you get through. And if it doesn't help you in any way, then I would try something else. But don't worry so much about it. Just think of it as her being your strength. As women, she's more of a feminine goddess, just like Lilith is. Lilith is a lot of lust. If you're gonna do a love spell and use Lilith, know that it's going to be a lustful love spell. Make sure you're clear. Do not use a red candle. Things like that. Now, I think Medusa would be a good one to call upon for love. Okay, she's a very loving, caring, after everything that's happened to her and all that stuff, and the jealousy and all that. So a beauty spell, I think, would be amazing to call upon Medusa for that. So this is basically just ideas and how I feel about these goddesses. How I feel about them. Okay, demon, goddess, whatever, gargoyle. And also, I love the fact that Medusa is from the sea. Being a water sign, I've always felt a connection with the water. I've always loved mermaids. I've always loved dragons. I've always loved snakes. These are all things that I've always had a thing for Medusa since I was a kid. I just always did. Always felt a call and didn't realize it until later on in my path. But the path you take, you have to be very, very sure that that's the path you want to take. Okay? This isn't Satanism. This isn't dark, dark magic or anything like that. This isn't even Wiccan. This is, for me, I'm eclectic. You have to decide what path you want to be on. There's Santorian witches that do it. There's all different types of witchcraft. Decide what kind of witch you're going to be. And decide who you want to work with. Doesn't matter though. Whatever witch you are, there's all different types of witches that work with her. She just gives you strength, makes you feel, like I can get through my day. I can do this. I have the power to do this on my own. I'm my own person. But always have love for humanity. Have love for humanity and love for yourself. But in my opinion, this is my opinion, I ain't going to have love for anyone that disrespects me or doesn't love. I can't say he doesn't love themselves because I do have a lot of empathy. I'm not going to show love towards anyone that is going to bring me down. That can't accept me for who I am. Things like that. Like the normal stuff, basically. But I try to give everybody respect. But so for someone to be in my life, it's like you have to earn that. You know what I mean? Like, you have to earn that when I say you have to earn that, I mean by showing me respect as a human being, like I show everyone else respect. That's all I want. I love everyone, and I really do. Deeply. I have a deep love. And I think Lilith had a deep love. I think Medusa had a deep love. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I just think that things like the Bible, the Christian Bible, and things like that kind of make her look a lot different. And there's a lot of things that in the Bible that were not written. Now, this is not to attack Christians. My mom is Catholic. My best friend is Catholic. I have nothing against anyone's beliefs. I just ask that you do not attack me about mine. This is to help witches that are just kind of dipping their toe in to learn more about it. And if you would like to contact me, if you need help with anything, guys, I have an Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram. Raven the Eclectic, no space between the and eclectic. Raven Moon Tarot for tarot readings, and I have Raven Moon Tarot on my Facebook page, you can like the Facebook page. That would really help me out. Yeah, and if you are interested in that, let me know. Also, if you need help with anything like spell work, or you want to, just kind of beginning, if hopefully my videos help you, but if you want to see anything more, comment, things like that, let me know. I just started this to kind of help people out. That's all. All right. So I love you all. Blessed be. All right. Take care, guys.